And anytime those people get in the mix, they fuck everything up.
I'll give you a great example. It's like the only like call out on here that's negative that I'll say at all is that just to show like how stuck in the mud the industry is and how much I think it's going to change in the near future is leading up to the Scornful release, me and Draven had went back and found about 30 or 40 people who just without us even knowing who they were, made the Richmond reaction videos, and they were a big part of the push of it, especially long term, you know, like people on TikTok and stuff that had made these videos. And so I own 100% of my publishing, you know, all the music's mine. Thankfully, I have my own label technically that collects the money, but you have to use a publishing administration deal in order to collect money like overseas. I don't know if you're familiar,
No.
if it's the same in comedy, but like, yeah, most any musician, whether you're independent or you're with somebody, you have to have some kind of pub admin. And it's basically somebody that goes and helps you collect publishing money from basically mostly from overseas is the way I understand, like all these obscure places that money exists. So Warner Chappell does it for me for 9%, right? So they go collect all the stuff. They keep 9% of it. They're the same to me as if I had a commercial landscaping company managing a property for me. So all I asked them to do was, hey, Warner Chappell, this 6-foot square of grass where all these reaction videos exist, just please whitelist these people so they don't get copyrighted. I want them to actually make the money they make on the Scornful reaction videos, you know? Like I don't feel right if they're going to go and make a Scornful Woman reaction video or play drums over it or whatever. I don't want to take 50% of what, you know what I mean? Just don't just whitelist them. And it should have been, okay, great, good idea, you know? Instead, they just said, we can't do that, but it's for your protection. So
because they wanted the money.
So
Did they get a percentage, or are they on a how do they get paid?
Well, they take 9% off of what I get.
They don't want.
But I tried to explain to them, well, no, like in the business sense, I even counter-argued them, and I was like, well, let's think about it in the business sense. This little bit of money, right, that you're not going to collect off these reaction videos will generate who knows how much traffic to the music, which is worth the money you really want. And it shouldn't matter anyway. It's not their shit to decide on. It's mine. It's the same thing as if I hired a guy to cut the grass at my commercial property and said, don't cut the 6-foot square. And they're like, no, we're cutting it. We're cutting all the grass and it's for your. So I had to get my attorney involved and spend like $4,000. And they whitelisted them for 30 days. And so I'm like, okay, like that's why all of you industry people are like, so, you know, it's like, that's why this is happening. That's why it's like, I don't know, just they don't care at all about the little guy or the people who are like doing all the work.